illusion. It's a bill you really have to pay until the day you go down on this. My old friend, what else do you wanna say? The Swiss song spellbound, the lullaby of boots. The only thing I did wrong was I waited so long, spinning my fate round, stealing my brain. No, never doubt what the truth is all about. Awake from long dream, stitched by soulless sea. No way under endless rain to run free. Let the shadow retreat. The ending comes to where it should be. Be aware, what you see is not what you achieve. I read again and again your words. My memory turns, breathe and stir. That's gonna make it all the way to the last disillusion. It's a dish you really have to taste until the day no more hatred. My old friend, wish you a lovely journey. First separation, longing for reunion. This time my God, please bring me navigation. A crack of the dawn, leading me to the front, through the front. I truly found the world. Awake from long dream, stitched by soulless sea. No way under endless rain to run free. Let the shadow retrieve. The ending comes to where it should be. Be aware, what you see is not what you achieve. Awake from long dream, stitched by solar sea. No way under endless rain to run free. Let the shadow retreat. The ending comes to where it should be. Be aware, what you see is not what you achieve. Overnight, I dreamed of the little girl who brought me fresh flowers before standing across. I can see through the wire fence. Am I scary? Oh, why is she looking at me in fear? There's a war inside of me. to serenity. Take bravery and purity with you. Never ever come back. Forget me, please, 'cause your kindness left me afraid of what tomorrow may bring. I would rather get lost in my solitude.
All right, we're live.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 2 of week 3, Girls Frontline Esports, season 3. My name is Matt, and I am joined with the greatest commentary crew east of Tallinn. I'm joined by Duck,
Hello.
Diggus,
Hello.
and Brecky.
Hello. You heard
Before
me,
we
right?
get into player introductions, let's do a quick summary of our rules just to refresh everybody for the God knows how many time.
Matt?
Matt, are you here?
Well, I'll go through it. So today is the final match of our 3-week group stage.
Well, there we go.
Oh.
It happened.
Are you live, Matt?
I received a phone call from Russia.
Okay, well, go ahead with the match format, please.
Where did you get?
Nowhere.
No, we did.
Let's go.
Nowhere.
Okay, we were so close to an intro that wasn't scuffed. So, as I was saying, that nobody could hear me, welcome to week 3 of our 4-week tournament. Today's match will help finalize our bracket stage, where each regions will send one player with the seedings based on their performance from the first 3 weeks. Our current standings have JP leading with 2 wins, 1 loss. EN right behind, tied with 2 wins, 1 loss, but with a negative score differential. Behind them is KR, 1-1, and falling in last place is CN.
All right. Let's move on to the Matchday Rules.
All matches are being played on map number 2 with a time limit of 1 hour. You can't dupe your dolls or your fairies. Each player has banned 5 dolls, while administrative staff has banned 3. There are optional objectives. Duck, let's talk about those objectives.
Yeah! Let's talk about them. Our first objective is called Global Chip Shortage. It's worth 50,000 points, and it requires the players to repair 3 or less times during the whole run. However, a full team repair using the one-click repair only counts as 1 repair. So basically, they get 3 total team repairs during their run. And also, you can't swap any dolls or echelons, and repairing a team while it's retreated still counts. So let's go to our second objective. Our second objective is called Neutral Zone Infraction for 100,000 points. And this one's very simple. You just can't end turn with a echelon on the right side of the map, as you can see in this fancy red box here. You can go in there during your turn to kill enemies, but when you're ending your turn, you can't have any echelons in that area. And our first contestant today is a relatively new player from the KR server, Dongtae. He's pretty inexperienced with the game, but he's been putting in a lot of practice for the esports match, and I'm excited to see how he represents the KR server. He's got a very nice profile picture with a variety of different frozen Paula.
Frozen Pollock.
And our second player today is Hana from CN. Well, you can see the difference in ranking history. I mean, this guy, rank 2, rank 1, 3, 3, and 1. I mean, this guy's done everything, as well as playing in previous esports events. He's a veteran player, but based on CN's performance this time around, maybe they're up to no good, and maybe he's gonna throw today's match. Hopefully he performs to the best of his ability. We'll see what happens. Let's go into the global bans. Digus, do you want to talk about these bans?
So the global bans are the same as yesterday. So first of all, MB70, I don't need to say much anymore, right? Like, she's often used as like a armor stacking team. You know, it's good for if you want to use minimal kiting, then yeah, MA70 is definitely like the shotguns to go in Hole 2. So our next ban would be Ro, another tank. This time an SMG. So Ro, as you guys know, is one of the best SMGs because her tank abilities due to her damage checking. So like she can basically evade a lot of shots without dealing significant damage. She can also debuffs, which synergize well with KSVK, so on and so forth. And the next ban would be. The next ban should be MP5. Yes, I was correct. So MP5, I don't need to introduce anymore. She's one of the best force shield SMGs. Basically used in every event since PL. So banning her should gives the players a bit more pressure on their para teams.
Right. Yesterday, Yellowfin was able to ban out all the force shield SMGs.
Mm-hmm. So let's see what today's player bans would be. Wow.
Nearly the same for both.
Yeah.
Well.
So Grape is banned, Hanyang is banned, Court is banned, 416 is banned, and for Dongtae, LTLX, and for Hana, M4A1. So
what do you think about these bans, Brecky?
These are some super original bans. First of all, Grape ban, imagine. I think JP's the only one.
Yeah, JP's the only one that would ban
But
Grape.
Grape's still good, because we saw Grape being used by Ian yesterday on Parachute. So I think Grape's ban is justifiable. But Cord, however, I don't think Cord is a good ban anymore, because we've seen so much MG teams.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Cord is very replaceable, yeah, you're right.
Unless someone actually plans to use like a Cord gunboat, but like, why? You could just use MGSG to be safer anyways.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that Cord isn't going to be that useful, but banning 416 seems pretty impactful because we saw the 416 cat carry a lot of fights yesterday.
Yes. Wow. Anyway, like, I think the ban should be focusing on their para team, and Cord is certainly not a good ban. Same with LTLX. I don't think it's that big of a deal to use LTLX, as a in your para team. Compared to M4, well, yeah. What do you think, Duck?
Well, I think definitely JP and Ian have put more thought into their player bans from all the adaptation we've seen, like banning out multiple force shielders and stuff like that. These are definitely perhaps some outdated bans that don't suit the objectives today. Let's take a look at their echelons and see what they've come up with.
Well, I like what Hana's team was doing. Let's focus on the team 4 first, the para team. So we've banned out 416, right? So Hana's to substitute 416, he has used Sop, while to replace Grape, I think he used NTW. Both are very solid choices, I think.
Well, Echelon 4 also has both UMP9 and G36C, so a 2-tank team.
One force shield and one FP buff and flashbang, so yeah.
The thing is, with NTW, her skill shot doesn't really rely on firepower buffers as much as Grape does on the unarmored enemies, but against the Manticores, I think NTW's firepower might be a bit lacking. Meanwhile, Dongtae's parachute team has 3 handguns, Picola and Liu. This is
weird.
Kind of a suspect team for early turn fights, but it should be very effective against Manticores later on, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sure Brecky has something to say about Hana's Echelon 3, though.
Oh yeah, I've been focusing on Echelon. I think probably one of the best Echelons so far we've seen the entire esports.
It's got Dorothy in it.
I
think it's trash, absolute trash.
I like the Dorothy and the beach represent. Anyways, well, to get back to the actual things, Shrimp Exodia, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Why?
Yet again.
Why?
I mean, at this point, I don't think it matters. I think it can it doesn't need repairs.
It's a bit of a theme from the CN team, but it's not a para, so it should be fine, right?
Look, if you've been playing in the past, you would see 5 handgun memes, and they do work. So I don't think Shrimp Exodia would be bad. It's a meme team, but I don't think it's gonna need repairs.
But hasn't they used a Shrimp Exodia every single match so far?
They're being paid to.
Yeah, it's a bit of theme from the CN teams for using
a lot of meme.
I just want to mention the UMP9 is open, and if we look at the two teams, CN's using UMP9 as the parachute, which is what we expected, and that's also why UMP9 was banned yesterday, but KR does not have UMP9 on the parachute, which is, I don't think it's wrong, I just find it interesting.
Also, both of them have an armor stack team, even though Cord was banned, which means Cord ban was pretty much useless.
I see.
Right,
so
let's get into the matches.
Yes, let's get right into it. So, Doug, who do you think would win, based on the teams that we've seen?
I think Hana's teams are better because the para team is more standard, but I think both of them should be fine.
But I have an issue with Dongtae's parachute team. Is Liu PX4 a thing?
Not in my memory.
Yeah, because Liu summons 3 units behind her, right?
Yeah.
Let's say slots 11, 10, 11, 12, or whatever is on the left tiles. And PX4 can't reach those. PX4 only buffs the tiles behind her.
Yellowfin says CN will win because Dorothy. Do you agree with that, Brecky?
Hell yeah, thank you, Yellowfin.
I mean,
freaking hard.
Honestly, I think CN would win too, because based on the objective, about is very heavy leaning on para team, as we have mentioned multiple times yesterday, and based on the team comp, I think CN has a better logic behind their para team compared to KR. So yeah, for other teams, as long as they can deal with the 25 Mantic core stack in turn 4, they should be fine dealing with other enemies, so it doesn't matter. but like the para team is what makes or breaks the this game. So,
and I
Then
think at
again-
that point, I'm going to intervene here. I think we are finally ready to get going. Had a little bit of
Get started.
go.
So just as I was gonna say, I don't think they could still do what Yellowfin did, which is capture like 2 sets of helipads, right? Because Yellowfin's match yesterday, the parachute wasn't actually the echelon that fought the most, because the enemies were lined up on the right. I forgot the team that fought. I think it was the Taunt team that fought the most on the right side. So it isn't necessarily needed that parachute would be used the most, but if you're going for an aggressive play, especially what Nakoishu did yesterday without any parachute capture, you would heavily rely on parachute.
The instant
to
reset
survive.
for North Supply Line.
exactly.
For
It's
both
going for the
players.
south.
Hana...
I wonder.
Oh,
does
that
I think
go
Hana's
north?
going for
South?
south, yeah.
Did we have to score that run?
No. Leave it.
It's 19k points.
Yeah.
Top
It's
score for
scored.
both 19k.
So
So,
Sia has
yeah.
been doing this. Like they're going for like south run.
They're going for the opposite. They
We're
should
not getting any match today, boys. It's just gonna be resetting the whole time.
We didn't expect this much resetting at the start.
Yeah, I guess it would be, you know,
That's another reset.
150k plus 19k, because technically they are getting both objectives.
They do meet
Yeah.
the objectives.
So
Wow.
Oh my god.
Hana-
the
Oh
total
my
score
god.
would be like 169k. Everyone, stay with me. Nice.
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 But yeah, it's
So we can
very
see here, how beautiful Dorothy is supporting G11 on the team. So good. And
what
that's
a
all I have to
trash,
say.
though.
That's all I have to
Hole
say.
2 is really just CT, but small. And I hated CT.
I thought it's
There's-
more like Arctic Warfare.
There's
but
no
small.
crates here. This is Arctic Warfare. This is
This is
not
Arctic
CT.
Warfare. It's not.
Well, if you
CTF.
count the supply line, it's more
Well,
of
Dante
deep
has
dive.
the North Supply Line now, so they're both
Finally.
getting started. Yeah.
Oh,
It's interesting
yeah.
how both of them already have different strats in the beginning.
Yep.
You know, it'd be really funny if they accidentally didn't click hard mode.
Oh,
Well,
that would be a
Dante's going
disaster.
for turn
Who's
1
his
parachute.
formation?
Turn 1 para and then move to the right instantly.
Oh, that's some really fast planning mode. Never mind.
Perhaps a bit of a macro.
Misclick.
No, well, he's
Missed
playing
play.
on phone, so you can.
No, he's tapping.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
he's just
Might do this
going.
rapid clicking. So yeah. So first turn, there isn't much to say for the first turn since the players are doing their basic setups. One interesting point to note that is Cian's going for the south supply point. What are they thinking?
Whoa. Wait.
I think,
just-
well, first of all, is the Dreamer fight, but also I think South Supply Line has different logic for clogs, perhaps.
Hana's already capping the leftmost heli.
Yep. Hana is also capping the leftmost heli, just like what Yellowfin did. I think some of the commentators in China says that they, in theory, they could actually cap one less pairs of heli, like during the run. So we'll see what Cian will be doing today.
Oh, look at how the supply line is formed. Surround cap.
It's something of a beauty, ain't it?
It is. Unlike the normal line, supply line, he surrounds caps
supply
below
lines.
the helis.
So here's so here's the para team and debuffs fighting. Shouldn't be too hard. These enemies are very standard. As
Oh,
long
And
as
this
wait.
Vespid one is annoying because it always does scratch damage no matter what you do, but it's really low scratch damage. So it's-
We
Yeah,
didn't
and-
even see it. This is UMP9 and G36C. So it's a
see.
force shielder and a stunner.
Yeah. As we all say, spare no expense when you build your power team. So that's what
I think
he
this is
did.
the first we're gonna see.
Couldn't be
we
me
all-
on my runs. I got rid of the armor stack team. 'cause
Another
it was
shrimp team. I'm
costing
still
too many
I'm still
resources.
thinking like why do you put like a twin fairy on a shrimp Exodia?
Just
Well,
for protection.
Then you'll have
right?
more, like one extra handgun retreat worth of kiting time.
True.
Look at
This
how
is
good
the
PS4
pair debuff
buff
team
here.
for Dante. It works.
It worked.
Yeah, it didn't buff the backline, did it?
It shouldn't. Yep.
That's a weird part. Why would
Hana
you
has
leave
the
it?
middle left heli captured on turn 2, which is interesting. I would have expected capturing one of the diagonal ones, because those ones seem harder to deal with.
The clocks are pretty
'Cause of
awkward
the
for
one-way
Hana right now.
paths.
Well,
Yeah, he's got to move all the way up there.
But luckily, he has capped the leftmost heli, so more extra AP for him.
I think that's better if you want to risk getting more camps. Because if you capture the top left or the bottom left, you're gonna lose 2 spawns, right? But if you or 2 spawns on enemy turn 4. But if you cap the leftmost heli, you can still have 4 potential spawns. It's super RNG, but hey,
Hey, that's
you
just
get
life,
it.
right?
that's a big win.
I mean, yeah, just get lucky.
I'd like to
How
talk a
hard
little
could it
bit about the standings implications of this match. Since CN is in last place right now with such a large score differential, it's most likely that whatever happens this match, CN will still be in last place.
Did 5-7 just died there?
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Oh, wow.
I guess that's gonna be his first repair once he retreats that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter once,
So this is our first repair for Dongtae. He has 2 left for the objective.
That's super early.
It's very worrying that, your handgun, you're tanking dolls died in the first turn.
Yeah.
It's, signals
This
pumping
team
the
with no SMG is really suspect against the Dragoons, as you can see here.
Oh, God.
It looks like he's just face tanking it.
Yeah.
No, we're not seeing kiting. Just like me!
Just tank, forehead.
He's retreating that team again as well. I think he might be ignoring the repair objective because he repaired again for second repair already.
Dear God.
That's 50k. But hey,
This is like, if there is a funny ARSMG team, this would be the funny RFHG team.
Yeah.
meanwhile, Hana's para team is doing spectacularly well. I actually want to see if G36C is a manual here.
It should be fine.
No,
Yeah.
it's automatic.
It looks on auto. The double tank does work. Especially, I mean, early turns the double tank can tank really well, but later on, I think even though there's a lack of DPS from they're having no grape, the double tank can delay the end course for a really long time.
It's very good when you're using SOP mod, right? Because SOP mod has longer ICD, right?
I
For
believe
16 hours.
Dongtae has
Yeah,
used his
slightly.
final repair already.
So fast?
Yeah. I think he's not going for the repair objective, which is not the end of the world, but you definitely need to get really lucky with kills if you want to make up for that 50k points.
I don't think in a event like this you should rely on luck. I mean, of course, luck can of course you could put Theory, but why? Why would you want to do that?
Technically, it might be possible to make up for the right side map objective with the extra kills, but not going for the repair objective doesn't really give you any extra points.
Yeah.
So you're really just relying on RNG because you don't get any extra fights from repairing. So
And Hana is actually going for a full 4 fight in a row.
yeah, with this para debuff team.
Yeah, this
This
team, it
team's still
shows how
alive.
good. It shows how good this team actually is.
This is
That
why
must
you
be
know,
part
I
of
was
the
glad
reason
it's
why
here.
he wanted to use 2 tanks here.
Yes,
As
and,
well, he
I mean,
fully
like-
used one of the tanks, as you can see.
2 of the tanks, not even.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 4 fights with no repair, that's fine for me. Like that's the last fight that this team was doing, like for this turn. So before repair, so it's fine. Like if your dog die, they die. Just
Dante's
long as
going
they-
really fast though. He's already on enemy turn 2 here.
He has so much
yeah.
clogs though.
And
But
of
he
course,
has-
for both players, the camper teams don't really struggle with the fights at all because without para debuff and with the extra fairy skill, it makes these fights really easy.
Look at like how Dante treats the M4 team. It's a bit weird. Like he keeps activating the bullet time, so that might have some time lost.
Yeah, but he's going very fast in general, and I think it could. He could go for multiple runs probably.
I don't think
Yeah.
bullet time is that much time loss, right?
Yeah.
But like it will be if you keep holding it instead of tapping it.
I
That's
suppose.
true.
It's gonna come to play when you're
But
kiting
here's
man.
Hana deploying a team without repairing, I believe.
No, Hana already repaired once.
Yeah, he repaired once, but
I mean,
this
it's
deploy
fine.
here, he didn't repair. So he's definitely going for the repair objective.
He has 2 repairs though.
And like with the repair objectives activated this week, activated this week, I think it's more important that the players needs to know how to kite well.
Yeah.
Instead of face tanking everything. And
I think
Hana as a top ranker can kite he already proved himself that he can kite with all the previous records of ranking.
I think as we saw from yesterday, from Nakoishu losing the match due to a lost fight at the end, I think the micro game is a lot of the mechanism by which these matches are going to be decided this week.
Yeah, I mean, look, G11 is not here, but I still have some flashbacks to it. Oh man, like imagine dying twice by the same team because of the same mistake.
Sounds like my ranking runs.
Ooh.
Uh,
Going
That
back
hurts.
way in
That's a
the
reason.
days of the oof.
Yeah, the shrimp team is I think it's a bit of a meme from the CN side, a bit of a cheeky play from them, and I think it will bite them in the end, probably.
I
don't
thought
think it
doggos
will.
were PL.
Doggles are PL, yes.
Also SC.
Yeah,
SC.
And,
SC's doggos were terrifying in a different way than PL.
and fixed points because we have a new Paradeus doggo. Don't mention it. I don't want to mention it. It's scary.
And
Oh.
Dante has failed the repair objective for this run,
Oh,
so yeah, confirmed that he's not going for it.
what a shame. Because as we all know, you need to complete most of the run, complete most of the objectives. I mean, all of the objectives in order to actually have a competitive score.
Yeah, I mean, we
So-
saw in week 1 with Vars doing a great run without both objectives, was not even close to World Peace getting
AR,
both of the objectives.
yeah. And
The objectives
that's
make
one
up
of
for
the
about a third of a good run, so
yeah, exactly.
Here's
So
Shrimp
here's
Exodia
fighting,
against
The
Dragoons.
Jaeger, Dragoons, yeah.
Quinn actually did pretty good at holding them off.
Yeah, you need some really thick kiting.
Oh, that's good kiting to dodge the skill shot,
Yeah.
but it still takes so long to kill the front line here that the Jaegers still end up doing damage. This wouldn't be happening
holds-
if he was using a team with AR Grenadier, it would be a lot faster.
Yeah, but all in all, it's still fine for now.
unfortunately, no
a bit-
cats.
I'm a bit worried about this team on later fights. To be fair.
That's a hell of a lag spike on Dongtae's side.
But yeah, so far so good for CN. KR is doing his best.
Pace-wise, Dongtae is very far ahead. He's almost done with his turn 3.
Yeah, and yeah, considering that like he was actually he started later than Hana because he has to reset for the north supply line.
Yeah.
He looks ahead right now.
Definitely has a chance of doing another run after this.
Yeah, I think he needs to do another run because this run is as good as dead. Maybe he just wanted to do a solid run first before attempting something more.
Though with his
Yeah.
team building and what he's shown so far, I think even if he does another run, he might ignore the repair objective again.
Let's see.
Hana's doing some thinking right now.
Dongtae's strat looks weird. He's not camping the bottom left heli. Like it's a free enemy. He capped one of the bottom left helis, which is like super weird.
For the AP, perhaps.
Yeah, probably just for the AP.
Yeah, but you have to protect it.
And he deployed
Wait.
J2B. What?
Oh, yeah, he did not do the repair objective, so he is allowed to switch to Hawk since he's already.
Oh yeah, right.
You know. Maybe this is the secret strat.
Is it though?
He's gonna have so much clogs. He still has 2.
Yellowfin pointed out that
AP.
through Hana's planning mode, you can see he's perhaps planning to ignore some of the clogs on the right side on the start. But he has 12 AP, so I think he should be able to declog with para.
I think you can declog everything. Question is, can you do it without repairs?
I think that shouldn't be that much of a problem, because I think he still has 2 left.
Yeah, but you want to save those for turn 3 enemies, right? The man teeth.
That's true. That's true.
So turn
Well, he better
4,
move. It's been quite a while since he's been staring at the screen.
Dongtae actually captured the bottom left helis.
Let's see the RNG for turn 3.
I see only 3 manticores. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
also
4
It's not
manticores.
bad, yeah.
4 manticores.
clogs.
But consider that you have really forfeited the first objective. I don't think it really does matter. At the end, the objectives actually matters the most.
Yeah, 50k points is real hard to make up for unless you have a much better
God-tier
map
RNG,
strategy. Yeah. Your strategy must involve you killing more enemies than the other guy if you want to make up for 50k points.
Significantly more, and
well, yeah, both
your
of
RNG
them
has to be way better.
Both of them haven't missed fights that much, so.
I just want to comment on Hana's parachute. Unlike Grape, NTW is actually useful against unarmored enemies.
Yeah.
Because she could... Maybe... I'm actually realizing how good it is, because you use 2 SMG, but the MP9 counts as a handgun. With the FP buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50% FP. That's a lot. So
That's a lot of
NTW is
damage.
actually bursting.
This
Oh, yeah,
team comp
yeah.
is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Even for a normal ranking comp. Oh, it's taken a lot of damage though. He's gonna have to repair this.
With some epic kiting. Force shield.
I'm afraid the Jaegers might, do
Goodbye,
that.
MP9.
But this is gonna be a reset.
Reset.
Hana here.
Okay, good.
He
fast
should have
reset.
retreat kited the UMP9, or he should have let the G36C stop, because it seems the Swap Jaeger's skill shot targets the last all that had stopped, so they can shoot into the back line with their smart AI targeting mechanism.
Smart.
Smarter than us.
I mean, that's true. So,
Dongtae isn't taking advantage of the UMP9 damage buff here because the flash grenade is going from the middle column. If you want to get the 50% damage buff from UMP9, she has to be in the same column as your DPS.
That's the issue with M4 being there. Why would
Yeah.
you leave her there? If you're
I mean,
just
you
gonna
can
use
always cut
UMP,
UMP9 into the back row.
I think the UMP9 being there, I think he's missing the point, right? For why UMP9 is being used.
Let's see if he gets a better RNG here from the grenade. No, I
Looks
think Honda might have to reset again. This fight in particular with this team really depends on how well the grenade from either Sotmod or 416 lands. Yeah, it's going to be another reset. If it doesn't take out either the Dragoons or all of the Jaegers, it doesn't do enough to keep you alive.
I feel like you want the nade to hit the Dragoons and then NTW follows up with the chain.
Yeah.
This
8
map
AP
is
remaining
horrible.
for Dongtae on turn 4. There's still quite a lot of enemies on the right side, though. I don't think he'll be able to clear everything out, especially with only 4 echelons.
This is almost like Nakuishu's map. Except you have a 2B there. Staring one Jaeger.
He does have the ability to para to clear out those right side enemies, but the thing about the objectives this week is that because you're not allowed to camp the right side, you just kill the right side enemies for points, and you don't have to really worry about them being clogged on the last turn, because you can't camp them anyways.
UMP9 died instantly. Hana should have reset it.
Yeah, this is going to be
Yeah.
probably another reset, because once again, the grenade from Sotmod didn't do enough.
Or perhaps.
Or perhaps
He could win
Perhaps
this
he
if
could.
the Jaegers die right here.
it
but-
should be. It should
love
be fine.
the
It should be
Arsenal
fine. It
grenade.
should be fine. Like, consider
The
like
NTW
Hana actually
targeting.
tries to.
There's
Yeah,
only
he
guards
actually
left.
target the. Yep. Consider he
You
only.
just have to rely on the evasion
Sotmod
from
needs
Sotmod.
Sopmod needs
Yeah.
the nade.
Oh,
That was
Oh.
a garbage nade.
It's still
Oh,
well, the guards don't attack with their shields. Never mind.
oh.
Yeah,
Nearly.
shields came down.
So you can see that like Hana actually retargets like multiple times throughout that battle.
UMP9 was the burden. She died. The fight was better.
UMP9
no
does
family?
sometimes screw up the AR grenade by stunning the enemies, and then the air grenade targeting isn't as ideal.
Calico well,
Well,
sad.
That
this team with no tank is not doing that well, and the team with 2 tanks is also struggling.
Can it even beat a man team? Just repair, bro.
Yeah. He already doesn't have to worry about the repair objective, so repairing there makes sense.
You're
It's
leaving
parity,
2
though.
clogs?
Well, the right side clogs don't matter because you can't catch those fights anyways.
Oh wait, yeah.
But
Wait,
still
no, but
getting
still
you still have to
points.
get the kills.
You
yeah.
still need to get the points.
yes.
Oh, that's not good. The force shield's already dead.
That's a reset.
We're getting close to the halfway mark. If Hana keeps getting stuck on that fight, he's not gonna have enough time to do another run.
Oh,
So
this
meanwhile,
fight.
Dongtae is getting bodied.
Shredded.
Snorlax wallpaper. very
That's
nice.
that's pretty nice. I'm a fan of the Snorlax.
I like
wallpaper.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Guard.
What is that pop up on Hana's screen?
I think the EN client has won.
The time
You gotta
left
click
for
it in
Hana-
17 seconds. Okay, he's got
There's
it.
a time left for Hana to be serious. Activates Ultra Instinct. Oh, this is a good strat. P22 goes up first.
And then retarget NTW.
Shield. Nice.
Force shield
Nice.
came
He
through
even
just in
spammed
time.
it. He even spammed it.
The grenade was still pretty bad, but the kiting is
No,
great.
Dragoons
here.
are almost dead.
And then retarget again, right? Good.
Still gotta deal with these Jaegers, and there's no tank.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh,
Nice.
no.
I
no,
think there's.
no.
Nice!
Nice.
Oh,
Very
good
good.
grenade, good grenade. Alright, there we go.
NTW carry. That's so good.
That was some god tier kiting. Oh my god.
And I think this fight wins as well for Dongtae.
Yep.
Liu is pretty good,
I mean,
especially at the end when Liu has lost a lot of links. The backline friends still do a lot of damage. I think the only problem with that team is that it has 3 handguns.
yeah. I mean, you
We're
should have
almost-
slapped
Both
something like
of them
UP9
took a
in
lot
it.
of time on those fights, but I mean, Dongtae's on turn 4 already and almost done, but Hana is still on turn 3. Hana's gotta speed up if he wants to get another run in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if he gets both objectives, which currently he's on pace for, he should have a better score anyways. So he might
much
be
better score, in
dissatisfied
fact.
with this run.
Yeah.
I think Dongtae just resets. Like the entire run. There's so many enemies left. Can you even camp? The parachute
has-
team is the problem here.
He has to deal with the left side as well. Because of the Dragoon stuck on the far left heli means that you can't get a guaranteed fight there unless you go clear it out, which is really annoying.
His best movement here is using the 4 AP to kill those 3 enemies, right?
Yeah,
Then just
but
Yeah, and then
also, if you look at the Dragoon on the left, there's a chance that it walks into one of the heliports and loses you a
2K.
point. Yeah, 2k points. And also, you can't do the crate tech here because we have to see the ending screen, so...
What? Where are you? What about the Manti?
No clue.
What?
I don't think he needed to move 2B. I think that was a bad idea. He wanted...
Yeah.
He should have kept that AP
He's-
to get one more fight.
Yeah, and
Even
that
if
last-
even if it's tough,
before
even if it's a tough fight, you should just take the time to reset it out. Because you still have 30 minutes left for another run.
he needed that 1 AP to kill the Nemwem.
Yeah,
That's-
you definitely gotta have another run here, because this one is
This one's
gone
bad,
off the rails. Yeah.
I have no clue what Dongtae was thinking.
What you
but,
can do here is kill the Manti and just parachute somewhere to camp. Parachute to
Yo,
the
I
left.
still don't know what that radar button does.
The radar button basically it doesn't do much honestly. It makes you check the enemy. Like, what's the enemy?
What?
You can
Those
see the
checkers hold
enemies.
it?
Yeah, you can
It's
see
just-
it by holding it, but like you could to prevent any like
What?
misclicking. You know,
What? You should have just killed the Manti, then parachute. To protect the heli, you get less points by getting this Dragoon.
yeah, that shows the inexperience from Dongtae.
Black screen. We'll never know what happened.
Whoa!
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 Activate the hacks.
You toggle!
You toggle auto win. No, but it's probably like a client thing. So
Well, he did get the enemy that was at risk of capturing his heli, but I
Yeah.
don't think that's a positive point differential compared to
that's,
killing the Manti.
that's a very questionable move from Dongtae.
At least he gets the Manti.
I
not
don't even
for
want
him.
to comment on the last turn RNG because like most of them are clogged. So anyway, yeah, very questionable decisions from the KR side.
Xian's
But,
doing amazing. This team, I'm in love with this team.
yeah, like as soon as I saw this team, I know that like they like CS, you know, being serious. That's why like I didn't mention like the term tanking, like, you know, this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shrimp Exodia. It's
Like,
a camping
okay, fine,
team.
like,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter. Camping
doesn't
teams
really
will
matter.
work.
Yeah, agree.
NTW honestly insane. I did not
Yeah,
expect
I think
NTW.
no, like I was thinking like NTW could be a good alternative to like Grape, but like I was surprised that nobody thought of that like, you know, until this week. So
Well,
yeah,
we're gonna see if NTW actually carries her weight once the Manties come, because that's like the main issue. But
yeah,
as
we'll
an
see.
RF,
But,
doing well on unarmored, very good.
mhm. So if you're Hana, where would you deploy?
You repair here, right? Yeah, you see
Yeah,
a
you
second
repair and then repair. Yeah, so you deploy it right next to.
Yeah, you can catch that fight there. So
So
508k.
508, that's terrible. Like
This might
that's,
be our lowest this esports, I think.
So
like,
with the
consider that-
neutral zone infraction objective, that comes to 608,000.
30 minutes just passed though, so one run is still
you
possible.
can still do another run, yeah.
Speed running.
But this run was terrible. Like, to be completely frank with you, consider that you didn't even complete like one of the objectives, the global chip shortage, and you get this score. Yeah, it's terrible. Like you should have
Yeah,
gotten at
this
least
run,
like a six.
this run has to
680
be better
justified,
if he
you know,
wants
the
to have
repair.
a chance.
Yeah.
Even with the objective score, it's still kind of low.
Like you should have gotten like a 680, 690, or like even 700k, just to like justify you not doing the global chip shortage. But 500k,
true.
that's just so bad. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but like this is not supposed to be this bad.
No! Dorothy!
Let's go.
He's alive. He just retreated.
He's alive, but like,
She lives.
Yo,
She's
K5
alive.
is gonna get bodied here.
Nah,
K5
can-
evasion? Oh, reset.
hey Hana, I'll sub to you if you kill Dorothy.
Good reset because Dorothy was critically damaged. Cool team. Hana had the option for many SMGs, and he chose Dorothy. I'm so happy. Are we gonna see a different strat now?
I don't know.
Did Donkey capture the heli for a supply line a while ago?
Yes, I think he captured it like in turn 2 and 3. I don't know.
Yeah, because now he's planning to capture it. I think right now,
Yeah, so
unless
maybe
moves
he
it.
like I'm thinking like whether he's like trying to do like a, you know, a backup run first before doing like, you know, actually trying. I don't know why we would do that, but you know, I'm trying to justify his actions like first run, because that run is just ew.
Well, if there's
Ew.
anything he needs right now, it's a strategy shift,
Yeah.
and I think this is a good change. You get 2 AP, you play safer because you have more AP, so you should have more kills. Even if you have less helis to camp, it should be better than losing all the kills with so many clogs.
Yeah, I'm definitely not against capturing left side heli early in order to have enough AP to clear the right side, but you have to
Looks like
clear the
Hana
right
gets some-
side.
Looks like Hana gets some decent RNG from turn 4. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
There's
That's a
Enough
lot
Nemium.
of manties and only 3. That's like not a lot of manties and quite a bit of nemiums. Only like
I think
3.
it's
you
average.
should be able to do this run and not have to do another one.
Yeah, it should be a very solid run here.
He's not gonna
So-
have enough time to do another one anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm expecting around probably like 550k. 550 or above for Hana before objectives.
Yep. So statistically speaking, like players who use the south side heli, like south side supply point, usually lost the match. Looks like today would be an exception. Do you think so?
I think Cian's
I
very
think, yeah,
ahead
Cian's
right
coming
now.
back. Yeah.
I still haven't really seen the benefit to south side supply
I don't think
versus
there's
north
any
side.
either.
But it
They're
seems
camping both.
the same.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
still have no idea why it's the south side. Like,
Well, one good thing is that you don't have to fight Dreamer, so it saves some time and also it frees up some more echelon, possibilities because you don't have to worry about the movement.
but Hana's still fighting Dreamer. In
Hana
Gen 4.
still plans to kill Dreamer.
Yeah.
That's
So-
true.
I think if you don't plan to cap any of the top left or bottom left heli, I don't think there's a difference.
Yeah.
Aside from where the Dreamer team is gonna go, if it's gonna go up or down.
And I think so compared to yesterday, I think yesterday Yellowfin captured the top left, not the leftmost heli,
Mhm.
instead of. So today, compared to what Yellowfin has done, Hana actually captured the leftmost heli instead. So I don't know.
Well, capturing the left helis lets you put your two non-campers towards the middle instead of having one of them on the left, which makes it easier to clear out the left side enemies.
Yeah, it probably saves
think.
like extra AP. Like that's what I'm thinking.
You still have 4 possible camps, which is
Yeah.
also a plus.
Dongtae
I
has
think-
one repair so far, I believe, in this run.
Hana's planning the parachute in a straight line. I'm like, why don't you just parachute, bro?
Just para forehead.
Well, don't para to the Manti. See? Why
Well,
don't you just...
yeah, you can't just walk there because then he has to retreat the team at the end, which loses points for no reason because you can't stay there.
I
I
think,
think
you
it'd
just...
be better to para, do the right side and then para to the top so you have extra AP to work with.
I think you kill the Manti on the right, go up, para to the Nemwem, yeah, because Nemwem is easier to kill with para debuff compared to
Yes.
Manti.
That's true.
Then you get like 1 more AP. Actually, no, you get 2 more AP.
So redeploy and move to the left side.
How much
That's
enemies? 5. Yeah.
It seems like Dongtae is ignoring the repair objective yet again here. He's got another 2 repairs already, I believe.
As we were saying, he has to have a very good run to justify that. Because right now, yeah.
Hana is around the same score as Dongtae was in turn 4, and Hana still hasn't broken the repair objective. So
Yeah.
you could look at it as he's at 462k,
Mm-hmm.
and you still have so many enemies left. And he's gonna clear that. He has enough AP to clear and camp.
And there goes Dongtae's repair again, so no repair objective for the second run either.
Guys, I'm blind. It was an armor fairy. Of course, it's not gonna parachute. But that's where one of my points stands. Parachute doesn't necessarily have to kill everything.
Yeah.
And we see the return of Urine.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty basic comp for armor stacking.
Yeah, true. I mean, like LTI, I like what LTI has done. Like, you just shoot, like, you activate your skill, and every enemy just piss off.
And then Urine just keeps them there.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so many clogs for Dongtae.
Oh no.
So many inner clogs, I mean.
Yeah. That means. Oh.
Oh, just planning
So-
mode for Hana.
So do you think the game is set in stone now? Like, do you think Hana will...
I believe so. I believe Hana will get too much of a lead here.
Yeah. Like,
I
as long
think-
as, like... Yeah?
I think this justifies the Dorothy ban, right?
What do you mean?
The one with Dorothy wins.
Huh?
Well, it's 100% accurate so far if this match goes the way we think it will.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'd say. Maybe Dorothy was the answer to break the South supply line curse. I don't know.
Dongtae keeps getting 5-7 killed and he's gonna lose, so that makes sense. You don't want to do that. But I'm not a waifu gamer either, so whatever it takes to win the fights.
All I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
say,
mean-
Chuck, is your mascot's the one that's getting killed.
Yeah, and he's not winning for it.
The only oaths Duck does is for arranged marriages during war.
Yeah.
And hey, by the way, Brecky,
What's up?
I will mention that Dorothy is not team leader; it's Jill.
Oh.
I mean, Jill's
Oh.
pretty good.
Well, Jill's also on a different team.
It was way
Yeah,
better than,
but
like,
still.
Dorothy.
Hey, Calico's the one that died this time.
I respect your stuff. I'm not saying Jill's bad. I like Jill. Dorothy's friend. But
Feels
remember,
way better.
when Jill was sad, where did she go?
This match is so boring. There's no cat gaming.
Yeah, I wish I could just say spam cat.
Salt mod gaming is not nearly as fun.
I'm not gonna expect to see a cat next week as well.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I
Bob-
think 416 is probably gonna get
Can
banned out.
can we just make an administrative ban right now for next week and just global ban 416?
We'll see what the goal bans are soon after this match. Well, the players will anyway.
Lee
Yeah.
with the brute block, allowing the reset. LTLX is taking so much damage.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, LTLX
fine. I think it's the last battle, like, for this team. I think so.
LTLX knockback mechanism makes this armor stack team pretty much the same as M870 in terms of how long it can buy time.
I mean, if you have armor fairy and ammo, slash ammo, every SV works? Almost.
I
But
mean,
LTLX has to
Dongtae was
advance
using
themselves.
DB12 and it was working just fine.
But this team's dying.
Yeah, this team's
This
not.
is like the PL story version of
Yeah.
Frontline here.
As I was saying, like, Para team makes and breaks this week. Like, breaks your run this week. So,
Though I
You
do
know,
think that if you have a way to activate Pecora's skill fast but still have an SMG involved, I think it's actually pretty good, like on a normal team, because the shield uptime really helps your SMG survive. Because it's helping those 3 handguns to survive much longer than usual, even though they don't have like a real tank. So if there was a real tank there, that team would actually be pretty good.
but here's the thing: they don't have a real tank.
Yeah. A funny thing to note, though, is that PX4's crit debuff actually counts as a buff for Pecora.
Huh.
So PX4 actually counts as 2 buffs.
I see.
But that activates at like 6 seconds, so
yeah.
it's still pretty slow compared to just the fervor
What
and
the hell is this
handgun
kind
flare.
of? Oh my
This,
god!
this is a debuff fight, and this is the last enemy remaining on the
This
map.
is like a really annoying fight with
The team, yeah.
with debuff, especially if you use the comedic AR SMG with G11 and the Grenadier. It takes like a year to kill the Aegis, so you have to reset until you get grenades that kill all of the Nemiums.
Or you could accidentally cut your G11 and fuck things up, so, you know.
But last turn,
G11
having a
tag.
RF like Grape or NTW along with a Grenadier is pretty good for those Nemium fights.
Ian Client's still winning, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as, like, you know, week 2.
Oh,
That's true.
it's very true.
But we're gonna have to wait a while.
Well,
But I
look,
think
if
has
Hana,
it already.
well, look, if Hana wins, then like it's the first time in esports that like someone win in a 1v2. So you know, you can think of it like that. You know,
1v2 as in 2 runs.
no, like Hana versus the clients and Dante.
Oh, that's true.
No matter
at
if you're
that.
doing ranking for yourself or if you're doing an esports match, there's always going to be the opponent of the loading screen.
Exactly.
Stop mod, hit the right stuff.
P22 is about to get... Yeah.
Stop mod, that was not the right stuff.
This is going to be a long reset for grenade
I mean, look,
time.
Hana has like 14 minutes of reset, so like
Yeah.
it should be fine.
Salt mod
No.
indeed bad.
How
Those
much
handguns
affection
are
do they have?
gone.
How much affection do they have left?
Yes.
I'm so curious.
Did Dante feed them cake like after the battle or no?
You're not gonna feed them right now in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
timer.
no way. No way, yeah. But, yeah, this is bad. This is, like, terrible.
There's going to be 0 AP after the deploying here, so... There's still a clog on the right side and on the left side, and there's a lot of enemies remaining on the right.
Wow! Wow!
Ooh,
2
that's...
mantis. What?
But, like,
Oh,
the
alright.
clog.
There's only 2 mantis, but there were 2 helis that were clogged, so that's pretty much even worse than getting 4 mantis.
That's
That
true.
score is not going to be good at the end.
Alright, that's the decent nade, I'd say. It's not the best, but...
It's not. He's reset.
Did he just retreat G36C? Why? It
Uh,
was full health.
Did MP9 go back? No.
I think that was an error.
Oh, there we go. There's...
He's gonna win, probably, but like, that was dumb.
it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Alright. Only Aegis left.
Just slowly kill the Aegis and...
NTW also goes through the Aegis shield, which is nice.
Yep.
How
Is
much
that
is
the
the
last?
shield, anyways?
That is
That's
the
a
last fight he's
Oh,
taking
I
on
think
us.
No,
like,
we don't look at that. We don't look at that.
I think like he decided to retreat G36Cs because he still have to do another fight, right?
Yeah. That makes
So-
sense.
Guys, the bottom clog doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, because not a campable fight
Okay, this is a rather terrible
Dreamer.
last turn.
He
Iron
misses
Leaf.
2.
anyway. Oh, he missed 2 of the fights. That's unlucky.
Yeah, but on the bright side, it's a Manticore that hit the top
On the
left side.
on the bright side for him, before the enemy turns, his score is already higher than
Yeah.
Dante's. So
It should be fine. Like it's a solid
Shrimp
run.
Exodia Dreamer fight. Yeah, it's gonna be fast.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Don't have to wait for
Walk.
RF walk speed. Let's go.
Walk speed.
This team didn't even need repairs. What'd I tell you? Twin Fairy is good.
Twin Fairy is good.
Twin Fairy is good. I used her a lot in Isomer and SC.
Haha.
And
You're a
then
real Dalal when you have the quad fairy.
quad fairy.
What? What?
Dupe twin fairy.
Oh my god.
I have a second 3-star Twin Fairy. I can tell you that much.
Why?
Because Oolons existed in Isomer.
Okay.
Get Dreamer fight, very clean.
And I think one more fight from Hana, and that's it for Him.
The Mantis miss. That might be a blessing in disguise. Blessing as in you don't need to spend more time.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight Manticores at either if I knew that my score was already good. Why does Thompson have such a cool force shield effect?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's blue.
Yeah, but it's got like the ring instead of. Never
Yeah.
mind. It's a cool skin.
Let's
I think
see
it's a
the
costume
score.
thing.
587k. Yeah.
Whoa, that's really high.
that's very nice.
That's almost as high as Yellowfin's from yesterday. So plus 150k points would be 737.
Yellowfin was what? 589?
Yeah.
589, yeah.
That's amazing. That's a good run. I don't think it's even saved by RNG.
Yeah, the RNG wasn't that.
Yeah, he could have
from,
he still could have gotten an extra 2 fights, right? That could have been over 600. That could have been like 615.
That's a clean run.
Yes.
Ana trying.
Yeah,
Sian
10
is
minutes.
definitely not throwing.
Yeah. Despite the use of the Stream Exodia and Dorothy, I think
This
Hana pulled
would
off a
be
very solid run.
like a plus 100,000 for point differential if we take Dongtae's first score. That could change the seeding, maybe.
You will know soon.
It should be, right?
Because KR will be 1 and 2, and Cien will be 1 and 2 as well. But I think KR still has a large positive
Point difference?
point difference.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think it would be pretty close. But if the point differential is big enough today, then Cien might move up into the 3rd seed, which means it would be Cien versus En in the semifinals instead of Cien versus JP.
Dude, you know the main problem with Dongtae right now? He's redeploying so much. DP being spent is insane.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest problem with this team is that it can't take multiple parity buff fights, so he has to redeploy a lot instead of making a big line.
You could have done a UMP9 team here.
I think that would have been much preferable.
What are the other dolls on the other teams? Pretty sure you could fit one or copy one from before, like previous matches.
I assume he's just gonna go left here afterwards and kill both of those enemies.
Like the beach team, the M4K11 UMP9 team, with P22 and MK23, I think that could be a para team and it would have gone slightly better. Of course, that's just me predicting or thinking about stuff. I don't know if it actually works, but Nader, huge DPS, UMP9 P22, sounds like it would work.
Big PP.
So, based on the previous score and the
Yes.
previous score for Dongtae's first run alone, CN is still last in terms of differential.
I see. So I think the seating is set, right? Right?
Probably.
Yes.
Of course, we'll double check the math
Yes.
afterwards, and we'll
Unless
tweet out
there's
the
a given
we'll
miracle.
tweet out the final standings and final bracket as soon as possible for you guys.
Well, it should be
Stop typing.
finalized in about 30 seconds of the end.
Doug, stop typing the mechanism.
Don't talk about the mechanism. Alright, that's 0 AP left for Dongtae here, so
480k. Yeah, no shot.
480. Yeah, 480
How many
plus
spots
and
you
turn
get?
enemies is not going to be enough.
You get a Dreamer there. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, M4 can get an MM, and then what?
So
You
that's
get
only
like
2 possible fights, right?
yeah, you get like what
This is
530k.
going to be less than the first
Yeah,
round.
it should be more than the first run if he gets the M4 fight. If he doesn't get that fight, then it will be less.
Look, 530k plus. Is there's isomer
He's
scoring
getting
here.
the fight there. So it should be around
What 550?
520, I think.
Really?
Because he's getting 495 from this streamer, right? And then he's getting another 17k. So
Do you not have
510.
isomer scoring? Oh, 510, then 5. MGSG. Is he gonna even win this fight?
he should. I mean, they have huge health bars. They can slowly walk up to Dreamer. And look, Dreamer's only doing 30 damage per shot, so they can like. It's gonna take a while, but they should win.
So slow.
So slow.
Bro, move DP12 down to expand that. Guys, if you kite a doll, your attack range actually extends quite a bit. And
Yeah.
it could save you time. No, DP12's gonna go down. How is Dreamer not targeted the middle?
I don't know.
Goodbye.
Move or Jill
Move
up.
Jill up! Bro!
Oh my god!
Well, it
Ow.
targeted the middle, just like you said. Oh, this might actually be a reset here.
Oh. Just move your Jill! What are you doing?
Me when I build my first MGSG team. My first team ever in GFL.
Okay, he should be fine.
It
he
should
just
be
has to walk
fine,
up.
but oh my
He
god.
probably are. He probably
Move
left.
your urinate up.
Move urinate
No.
up.
No, it's
Come
fine.
on.
It's fine.
Move her up.
Move her up! What are
Actually,
you
don't need to
doing?
move her up on laser. Now you can move her up. Well,
Too late. Okay, well.
Slowest Dreamer fight ever.
I mean, I've seen
80%?
slower. I've seen slower, but oh my god.
slow run?
Yeah, I've seen slower runs.
So this
Yeah.
should be around 512k, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
I can't
512K.
add. 3 digits is too hard.
I think Dante's phone probably almost turned itself off due to inactivity.
No way.
I thought it turned itself off due to the shame, but yeah, it should be.
Damn,
It's
that's cold.
it's an okay run.
It's
Oh,
an
that's
okay
a-
run, but like.
Oh, that's a lot high. Oh, I forgot about the
Yes, I see your
node
cat.
punch.
Yeah.
Five,
But
yeah,
still,
from the
it's
node
still
punch.
not good
548.
Yeah.
548.
Yeah, the score's not that bad,
579.
honestly. But that was a lucky run, and it's still below 550k.
Well, it was pre-objective points. It was closer than I thought, but because of the repair objective being failed, it's still a large point difference.
Exactly. So, you know, it's a solid run. Like, don't get me wrong, but like being solid doesn't, you know, it's not good enough.
yeah.
You gotta have
exactly.
more than a solid run to win the match.
Exactly.
But it was still a surprisingly good performance at the end from Dante there.
It's a valiant effort, I would say.
Yeah.
It's, like,
Considering the flawed strategy, it was a decent execution of his strategy, and it ended with a much higher score than the first time, at least.
yeah, that's true. But it's a shame. Well, so
Yo, it's me.
The final
Hey,
point
yeah.
differential from this match
Hi.
is around 90k. So soon we'll get to see the final
The-
standings of after the group stage.
Mhm. Yeah, so well, Hana won this, very convincingly. I would say it's not even close. From the moment where the para team was made, it's pretty. Yeah, it's we're kind of certain that like Hana's gonna win, right? Duck.
Yeah. Ever since the repairs started coming in, it was. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Yeah, ever since the repairs started coming in for Dongtae, we were pretty sure that Hana was going to win.
The amount of times AP was wasted for redeploying was so much. You can see so many enemies and so many clogs, so many wasted nemoms potentially.
Yeah, it was yeah. I don't know what.
This is like the major example of how important a parachute team is.
Yeah,
Like,
I
this
already
is it.
told. Yeah, I told you it makes or breaks the game. Like, it's just that important. So you need to spend no expenses when you build the team. You need to think more carefully. You need to ban the dogs accordingly based on what the team you're going to use in the para team, right? And I think Hana's ban is slightly better than Dongtae's because I think M4 was banned for Dongtae. No, wait, Hana. Wait, shit. But
yeah, M4 was banned for Hana. Well, let's talk about
Hana's bit better. Yeah.
Let's talk about the server standings now that we have the final point differential numbers. So in first place is JP with 2 wins and 1 loss. In second place is EN, which is also 2 and 1. In third place is KR with 1 and 2, and finally in last place still is CN 1 and 2. Even though they made up a lot of the point differential this week from Hana's great performance, well, their BS from the first 2 weeks still has them stuck in the last place spot.
Yeah. It was quite weird, like in their perspective. I was kind of surprised how much shenanigans was there in the first 2 weeks from the CN side of things.
It's
So,
all planned.
It was a breath of fresh air to see them actually try. Like I was expecting this level of like performance from the CN from week 1, but like I was very disappointed like in week 1 and 2. So
Yeah.
it's great to see that they're finally
Well,
starting
yeah,
to wake up.
there's a really great match from Hana today, which they'll need to have a similar performance because in the semifinals, next week, their first match is going to be JP first seed against CN as the 4th
last
seed.
lead.
So they're going to have to put on their best performance if they want to beat JP, who has showed up pretty well in all 3 of the group stage matches.
So I can't wait to see what next week can bring. Speaking of which, next week, this week is the final week of group stage, right? So next week will be semifinals and the finals. So for match 1 we have seed 1 versus seed 4, which is JP versus CN, and the second match would be EN versus KR, which is second seed versus the third seed. And in between, we would have a Jump King exhibition match between both of the casters.
Yeah,
So
me and
you guys can look
Brady.
forward to it. Yep. And what do you want to add, Duck?
Well, in a certain series of games about Japanese crime dramas, at the end of all the games there's a rooftop showdown, which is also what we're going to get next week. Me and Brecky, rooftop showdown, jumping. But, yeah. The semifinal matches next week on Saturday, and the final match is on Sunday between the winner of the 2 semifinal matches. And those are going to be hopefully just as competitive as these group stage matches have been. We're going to reveal the players who are participating in the bracket stage, as well as the final official bracket and final group stage standings very soon on Twitter, so keep an eye out. And the time for those matches is going to be the same starting time next week, but the rules are going to be slightly different and with slightly different objectives next week. So we're going to get some interesting matches, I hope. And of course, the first day with the semifinals is going to go on a bit long because we're going to have both matches in one day. So get yourself a nice beverage beforehand.
Yep, make yourself some snacks, you know, treat it like a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Carmetry?
Oh no! I mean, what we just saw today surely is going to be the most competitive and exciting sporting event today going on in the world. There must not be any other sporting event today.
No,
Surely,
no way. Yeah. But yeah. So, do you have any spoilers? Like, you know, a bit of a bit of a teaser to what objectives are we going to do?
Well,
you know.
I don't know about objectives, but I can definitely say that the time limit for the semifinal and final matches is going to be shorter than the group stage matches. So they're going to have less time for their runs, and there might be more time pressure placed on the participants.
I see. And with that, I think that concludes this week of match. Are you okay? Matt?
I reading something in the operations chat made me
Well, we've had
like-
great group stage matches so far, and I'd like to thank my fellow casters, Duck, me, Brecky, Biggis, Matt, and of course our guest caster, the dogs in the background of Brecky's stream.
No, I muted myself this time.
I'd also like to thank all of our group stage players and all of the people helping us in the background who are making this possible. And
of
of
course,
course,
the
thank you
audience
to all of you watching, and we hope you'll stick around next week for the exciting bracket stage.
Alright, with that, we'll see you next week. Take care and goodbye.
So free in the night.